about, let me get this date right real quick. Was it in February? I'll tell you in a minute. I was trying to see, guys. When did I go to my doctor? I don't remember when I went to my doctor. Give me a second, because it's very important, because it's key to what I'm about to talk to you guys about. Nothing I do is not going to be. Let's see. It had to have been in February when I went to my primary care doctor. And I will tell you. Okay, yes. On February 28th, I went to my primary care doctor because I told you guys I thought I had like psoriasis. I thought it was a ringworm. I thought it was a bunch of different things, like, and it's so easy to self-diagnose and be wrong as all day long. So it's best to, if you're not 100% sure, go and get seen. So that's what I did. I went to my doctor, flipped out. She was laughing at me because I was like, my skin is a hot mess. I don't know what's going on. I said, but, excuse me, I was like, I'm too old for this. We're not finna do this. And she was like, well, what's going on? So I showed her. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what triggered me to go. Was this right here. It looked like it looked much worse than this. It actually looks better. But it was a spot. Let's see about how big it was. It's about the size of a cap of Aquaphor. It was that big. But when I had it originally, around it was red and it was raised. It was puffy. It's a lot flatter now. There's no reddened area around it. So I flipped out because I was like, oh, it's ringworm. I was like, I could just probably get a cream and be good. Well, I went to the doctor and she just looked at me. And I told her, I said, well, it started right here on my forearm. And then I developed 2 spots on my back. I can't show you guys because of all the technical issues. I'm here by myself, so it's like I can't turn and lift the shirt. But I had right where my shoulder blades are, in the, you know, that fold that's there where your shoulder blades is, right in between, I had a patch similar to this on each side. But I didn't freak out right away because I was like, oh, this is eczema. Because if it's on my back, then it's got to be a flare of eczema or something. Mine just all over the place. So she turned me around, pulled my shirt up, and she was like, no. She was like, my darling, you have pityriasis. So I was like, say what now? I was like, first of all, I bathe daily, twice a day. I moisturize because I know I have problem skin. I only use Dove. She was like, no, it's not an issue of poor hygiene or anything of that sort. She was like, it's just something that people randomly get. She was like, and you just happen to randomly get it. So, you know, she told me that if I give her a couple of months between her and my dermatologist, I would be fine. But I was flipping out because I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't done any research on pityriasis prior to, because it was never a thought in my head about pityriasis. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna be fine. She gave me some Diflucan. Anybody who knows, Diflucan is an antifungal. I had to take one Diflucan tablet for 5 days straight. And she was like, one thing about it, it will come back. She was like, it just is something you're gonna be stuck with. There's no cure for it. So I start doing my own research, because here's what my doctor didn't tell me. She didn't tell me that it was going to get worse before it got better. And so she told me what I needed to do, which was, y'all could see I've been using the heck out of this bottle. Look at all of the stuff on it. And I think this is this is still the first bottle, but inside of this bottle is some Nizoral too. I started with just Selsun Blue, the moisturizing with aloe. She told me to put this, use it like a lotion on my trunk, my arms, my legs, my trunk, and sit for 10 minutes and then shower. So I did that. Okay, I'm on the antifungal. I am bathing in this, and I'm like, this not doing it. Like, okay, I understand that through my research, it can take up to 12 weeks for it to resolve itself. And that's why y'all see me, I'm itching. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. So through my research, I found that this is called a mother patch. This is the patch that starts it. So what I didn't know is that for roughly 7 to 14 days after I got this, daughter patches would appear. That's what was on my back. And then from the daughter patches, I would then get other parts of this rash all over my body. It's just the trunk. It does not affect the hands, the scalp, the face, and the feet. Those parts are excluded. Yay, but nay, because now you can't put nothing. You see me covered up. Thank God it's winter. So through research, I found out heat makes it worse, which explains why it just randomly appeared, because my house had been super hot and my workplace was hot. I was having to go in there and turn the heat down because folks was having the heat on like 76, 80 degrees, and it was hot, and I was constantly sweating. Even in my sleep, I sweat. So, because my heat came on last night and I was sweating, I was like, oh my God, when I wake up, I'm gonna be itching like anything. So the heat makes it worse. So I use this again. Like I said, only thing this did for me is it burns. Chemicals burn. So then I decided, like, sis, I'm finna do a all natural remedy. And then it was drying my skin out. So y'all excuse the bottle. I had some Shea Moisture African Black Soap body lotion that had oat, aloe, and vitamin E. Yeah. And so I started using this on my skin. I started to feel a little bit better with that. But then I started researching more all natural ways to resolve this and get some relief. Because when I tell you, I'll post pictures, but it's all in my inner thigh, my legs. But the funniest thing is, it has not gone below my kneecap. And it's like on my side, my trunk, all under my armpits, everywhere. Like, and it's not anything that is noticeable because of my skin tone. The melanin is a blessing, because you wouldn't know it unless you're far away. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's a patch right there. You can see it because it's dark now. Right there. But the lighter patches, all this was part of it. So, like I said, I'll post pictures. I'm now like a month into healing or whatever, but still itchy. Still, that don't matter. 4 weeks ain't enough 10. Anyway, so through my research, I decided to start doing some all natural stuff. I seen a girl on YouTube. I can't think of her name, but she recommended neem oil. Now, this is solidified neem oil. It hasn't melted because my house is not hot enough for it to melt. Y'all, I just got it yesterday. Can y'all see? It's kind of a good thing that it's in that form because it'll make it easier when I get in the shower to apply it. So what I'm going to do is, first thing first, I started trying my Castile peppermint soap. I know it works wonders on my face. So I was trying it on my body. The first day I tried it was a thumbs up. So you can, y'all, you can use this. I just had a small bottle. I don't know why, to try it. I had bought a small bottle to try it. And it did wonders. The only thing about this, you do have to, please dilute this. Don't put this on your bare skin. You're going to cook your flesh. It's harsh. And drying too, because that's the peppermint one. So now that I have the neem oil, I feel like I'm cooking with gas now. I had not only the oil is for me to mix with the Bronner's Brothers tea tree soap. And the reason I'm going with tea tree is because tea tree is antibacterial, antiviral, anti-everything, just full of good things for the skin. And so is neem oil. Neem oil is antiviral, antibacterial, and it is an antifungal, and it helps with everything, including hair, like nail fungus, cuts, everything. It's even a bug repellent, okay? But I'm going to moisturize with this, which is natural raw neem butter. The only thing that is in this neem butter, and it's solidified too. There you go. The only thing in it is neem, kokum butter, neem oil, neem leaf, marula oil, and rosemary essential oil. Now, to my Selsun Blue, I added Nazarel, the 1%, and I also added 20 drops of tea tree oil, 10 drops of peppermint, and 10 drops of eucalyptus, and shook it up. I'm going to continue to use this when I don't use this. I may use this in the morning, come home, use this at night. And I'm definitely, no matter what I use, going to use these two. I mean, not these two. Use this with either one of those, and then moisturize with the neem butter or the body lotion, whichever one is not thick and does not make me sweat. If I sweat, it's going to make me itch, and it will cause the rash to do the most. So, yeah. Now, let's get into it. This, I thought that the Dr. Bronner Brothers tea tree, I thought it was gonna stink like, y'all know tea tree oil stink. It's surprisingly not as bad as tea tree oil normally is. So I'm thankful for that. I won't be walking around stinking. But I will when I put this on. Neem butter. Y'all should have told me this. You smell like a whole garlic curry factory. I swear, like you manufacture garlic and curry. It smells like you cooking curry. I swear. Both of them. This one. This one has the leaf in it. And you can see the specks of the leaf in it. Y'all, this one smells so pungent. That's the only word besides stink I could put. I don't think there's no hope for this. And this, I'm definitely going to have to, like, put a coat on with my, before I do my tea tree oil soap. wait about 10 minutes before I wash off with the tea tree. So Jesus, take the wheel. Curry. This curry, garlic, and teriyaki sauce all in one. Can y'all imagine? Curry, garlic, and teriyaki sauce all in one. Jesus be offense. And this one, the neem butter, I can't put... It's like you get a hint of the rosemary when you whiff it. But when you take time to smell it, you smell like you in one of those... Like you either in a... It's like you in a restaurant. An ethnic restaurant. And y'all, these are the herbs that stink. Pungent as ever. Do you hear me? But I will tell you this. Yesterday, this little spot right here did not look like this. I put this on it and this before I left for work. And it looks totally different than it did yesterday. And so did this one, because I did the same thing to this one. I put the neem butter and the neem oil on it, and it flattened some more, and it scaled. Like you literally could, like, it's like a fish. You know how you scale a fish and you just rake it and it just drops off? Like when it starts to heal, that's what it does. But up until it heals on my skin, when you look at the pictures, they look like the patches look like I got cut or burned or ringworm. They don't look like an actual rash like you would think. Red splotches, they don't look like that. They look like cuts. And come to find out, so like I was thinking, had I ever had an instance with this? And y'all wouldn't believe, the very first time I remember seeing a spot that looked similar to these was back in 2000 when I had right after I had my first son. I seen it, but it never stayed. Like, it went away. I thought I had hives. Come to find out, in December, I must have been warming up for an outbreak, because I had what looked like hives, just raised areas on my skin, and they went away, but they were itchy. And I kept saying, this gotta be hives, gotta be hives. It was the whole thing all along. Like I was warming up to get the actual herald patch, because I had never had, out of all the times I would see little spots, but I never had the herald patch. Never. This was the first time that the mother patch appeared. That's what the herald patch is called. And the other ones are daughter patches. So I had never had a raised area on my body like that before. But the little smaller daughter patches I had seen before. And maybe I had a herald patch and didn't know it, because I didn't know that that's what that was. I thought I had got cut, because that's what I told you it looks like. It looks like a cut, or it feels, the daughter patches do. Now, they're not nearly as flaky as the mother patch was on me. Y'all, when I tell you, I'm glad that it has a name, but I need for it to exit left. So what I do know, that what changed is that, one, I stopped taking multivitamins. Two, I stopped taking my hair, skin, and nail vitamins. 3, I stopped taking cranberry pills. I have not taken any of my normal vitamins in months. That may be part of it. The second thing I know is that I have been exposed to high temperatures, meaning I sweat, and I keep my shower really, really hot. So I can't take hot showers. I have to take like lukewarm showers now. And my heat, along with stress. Y'all have been seeing my videos at work where I've been having to tackle a client, restrain a client, all those things. Stress. That's what it is. stress is a contributing factor. And for those who want to do research, I will put the name across the screen. And what also I found out is that it's all in the same family with shingles, chickenpox, and any of those. It's all in the same family, but they are not contagious. So no one in my family is at risk. No one who comes in contact with me is at risk. However, they just take forever to go away. And anytime I'm exposed to extreme temperatures, I can expect to, if I don't take proper precautions, have another outbreak. So what I'm going to do as preventative maintenance is that's why I have this. Is this the 32 ounce? I think this is the 32 ounce bottle of tea tree oil. I'm going to do twice a month because it's getting ready to be spring. Alabama gets really hot and all of that. So I am going to do twice a month. Once it's completely healed, I'll do this twice a month to make sure it stays that way. And I will continue to use Neem until the marks go away, because when they heal, well, y'all, let me say it. First of all, these marks, I get burnt. I'm always getting burnt. I'm always touching something hot. I can't get it together for the life of me. But when they heal, they're going to heal dark. So I'll end up with splotchiness. So to combat all that, before I go to my derm, because I go see my derm in July, then I'll have him work on the patches and the marks. Until then, neem oil is supposed to help with that. So that's why these two are important. And if it really works the way that they say, then I'll be repurchasing and keeping these and making these staples, especially during the summer and winter months. The fall, I probably could chill out because it's not too hot and it's not too cold. I might get a break then, but definitely for the winter and spring and summer, when the heat and temperatures rise, I'll be maintaining with those things. My only thing is, y'all know I like to smell good. So, but I don't put fragrance on my skin anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's that. I want you guys to be super informed. I did not know about this. And it's so many people who don't know. They have seen people walk with this and not know what it is, because it's only a select few people. Now, had you been exposed to what do I want to say? Like, it's a 1%, as far as I understood. It's like 1%. It may be more now, but let's see. The usual onset is from 10 to age 35. I am past that, but it can occur at any time. They don't have a definitive reason as to why it occurs, but I promise it's stress related. One of my issues that I've suffered with is whenever I have anything, if y'all ever hear me say I'm sick or something like that, all my illnesses are stress related. They come from my job, my children, and things like that. When I'm under a lot of stress, I'll have all kinds of issues. My blood pressure will get out of whack. I'll get migraine headaches again. I will just have a whole bunch of things going on. I'll get sinus infections. This year, I'm doing a lot better because all I've gotten so far as sickness is concerned is this. I have not had a cold. I haven't had a sinus infection. I thank God for all of that, because I suffer seriously with my sinuses, my adenoids, anything up here, anything above the neck, I suffer headaches, allergies, sinuses, and things like that. There's just, Right. I knew I was correct. It's 1.3% of the people are affected with it. And it dates back to 1798, roughly. Now, signs and symptoms of the condition. This is where it kind of blew me because it says a upper respiratory tract infection may precede all other symptoms in as many as 69% of the patients, but I wasn't sick. I haven't had a cold or anything. I've been blessed. And it's also called the Christmas tree rash because of the way you branch out. Remember I told you where my shoulder blades are? That shapes like the top part of a Christmas tree. And I had 2 patches, one on each side. And then down on my trunk and down my legs, it's like a Christmas tree. It branches out. You can have no itching with it, or you can have mild to severe. It worsens if it's the itching, and the rash will worsen if you scratch it. The rash may be accompanied. Now, here's where I know they're not lying. I knew something was wrong when this happened. The rash may be accompanied by low-grade fever, headache, nausea, and fatigue. About a week before I went to the doctor, for no apparent reason, I vomited multiple times and could not stop, and I couldn't find out why. Why would I be vomiting? The only time me or my grandmother ever vomit is if we're sick, something is wrong. So that was the indicator that made me schedule the appointment, along with the fact that I had had the rash and it had not gone away. But the vomiting is what sent me. Anytime I vomit, I always go to the doctor because that means there's something going on internally, because I do not throw up, period. I don't care how sick I get, unless I have a migraine, I do not throw up. Vomiting is not something that I do. And I've been having bouts of nausea and could not figure out what it was. Do not confuse it. Like, it's real easy to confuse it with psoriasis, ringworm, things like that. But the telltale sign is if you start with one patch and you notice other areas on your body. That's when you need to go, because that means that it's not ringworm and it's not eczema or psoriasis like that, even though it might look like it. Now, they can biopsy it, but it's pretty safe to say, like, that's a herald patch because it has a very distinctive look to it, especially the scaling. I just have notes here, guys, and things that you can use oral antihistamines. They didn't do anything for me, just period, because I take them anyway for allergies. Nothing, still itching, y'all. And I use hydrocortisone. Please don't use that. I swear I itched even more after that. Direct hot water, wool, synthetic fabrics, all horrible, horrible, horrible. Now, the longest it can last is up to 6 months, with no instance of you being deathly ill. You'll be fine. It's just annoying. It's more annoying and more cosmetic. It's like a cosmetic annoyance, because who wants to walk around covered up because you're like itchy and rashed up. My term, y'all, don't judge me. And it's just annoying, like, because you're like, people are like, why the hell is she itching? It's getting ready to make me itch. I'm like, but y'all, when I tell you, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Like, y'all should have seen my face. Like, it's getting ready to be hot. I'm not trying to deal with this. I haven't been able to wear a low cut nothing in like a while because my skin has been cutting the hell up. But I have faith that it'll get back right. And then I thought maybe I exacerbated the situation because guess what? I wasn't drinking any water. I am now. So yeah, guys. Don't treat people like they are lepers. Now, I'm not saying everybody had pityriasis. I'm just saying that, yeah. But guess what they said? They said that they found like small epidemics of it in like fraternity houses, military bases, and schools and gyms. So, and I've seen pictures when you do your research. Like I've seen pictures of babies with it. It's more annoying. Like I said, it's not detrimental to anyone. It's just annoying as hell. Y'all, it's like I'm gonna say y'all, you can't reach your back to scratch. Like you up in here literally like get it to, you know what I'm saying, do right. And then it caused darkening in areas. Like I had broke out back here on my neck. I was flipped the hell out about the one on my neck, right? Let me tell y'all. I had one right here in the crack of my fat back here. Y'all, I didn't know it, but it was so dang on dry. I was like, where's my thing? I had like a mirror and I was like this on the back of my neck, like trying to see. And when I seen it, I was like, oh hell no. So that's when I learned that this actually worked, because I put a couple of drops in my hand, mixed it with some water, rubbed it, and then went just right back here with it while I was in the shower. And when I tell y'all, I don't feel that dryness like it was. It feels yucky, but not like dry like how it was. Because I was like, what the hell is going on here? Y'all. When I tell you, that's why I don't worry about nobody's business. I got too much of my own to be keeping me occupied to worry about somebody else. Like, fighting with this, fighting with this, fighting with these kids, fighting with stress at work. No, I don't have time. I got business of my own to worry about. I ain't got time to worry about nobody else. I promise you. If you mind the business that pay you, you ain't got time to worry about nobody else. I promise. Because all I'm worried about is my hair, my skin, my mind, and my business, so I can just be great and peaceful. Y'all, that's all I'm worried about. I ain't worried about nothing else. And keeping you guys informed on things that, like, never had I had a diagnosis such as this. So I didn't know. If there's anybody out there who struggles with it, let me know. Let's trade some stories. I've seen plenty of YouTubers who have come on to tell you guys about it, and we all have different experiences of what happened. Like one day I randomly woke up and that patch was there, and I didn't pay it any mind because I'm like, oh, I didn't touch something. But then when it turned into a circular area, I was like, did I get ringworm? And then that wasn't far-fetched because, you have kids. So I'm like, the kids probably got one. And then I picked it up or something. I don't know. Or at work, because I'm around germs all the time. But it's not contagious. It's self-contained. So I don't know. Only thing I can attribute to it is the fact that it is stress related. It's got to be. I don't have any other issues, like nothing that would make it like just randomly appear like that. But I know after I had my son was the very first time I seen a patch. It was, like a year after I had him, I noticed it. And I was under a lot of stress then. And I think I had just had pneumonia actually. So when, I had just had pneumonia when I discovered it. Y'all, keep your sis in prayer. Keep your good sis in prayer, your big sis, your auntie, your whoever you want to call me. Keep me in prayer. I need it, baby. I need it. Anyway, guys, I'm about to hop off this. I have to go into work early. I'm doing laundry. I am yelling at my son. I'm waiting on packages. I think I'm going to go mess with my son for a while. Y'all, I see a pimple right there. Oh my gosh. OMG. You see it? It's like right there. So I don't mess with my pimples no more because y'all know I brought the kit. So I just go in and use one of these. I think I'm Dr. Pimple Popper. Like right now, anybody who got a pimple, come see me. I'm the ghetto esthetician. I'm gonna get your skin right. Child, how when mine is a hot mess? Y'all stop playing. You know I play all day though. Crazy. I'm in distress, y'all. For real. I'm itchy. I'm about to hop in this shower and do my routine 2 times a day for the next 100 years. So, to coastal sense, never, ever, ever stop making this. Dr. Bronner Brothers, you're the truth. You're the truth. We will use this. I will not only use it, I vow to have my children use it too when they are funky and musty from football and getting jock itch and all that crap. Ooh, and athlete's foot, because somebody's feet stink now. I'm about to go tell them to go spray their feet. I think it's Justin's feet though. I didn't say that, Just. I'm sorry, Boogie. Psych, boy, your feet stink. I told you that a couple of minutes ago. All right, peace out.